Now, ever since the ratings disaster for With Love Meghan via Netflix took place, we already know that Meghan Markle herself, the many executives over at Netflix HQ, along with CEO Greg Peters, are in full panic mode as we speak, because this is all leading to a lot of customers leaving the Netflix platform, not just for this, but also to the fact that they are raising prices and removing cherished and beloved content and material that people love and grew up with. And all of that mixed together, it's ultimately leading to Netflix losing a lot of subscribers out there, and why people are going to other platforms like Amazon, Peacock, HBO Max, etc., etc. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new, and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. So, one thing about Meghan Markle is that we know that she is very self-absorbed, narcissistic, greedy, and one that really copies others, right? We already know that she has that sense of copying other programs out there and applying it to her own shows. We've seen this with Love Meghan. We've seen this with other shows that have been in the works and are just not working in her favor at all. Now, interestingly enough, we know that Greg Peters, the Netflix CEO, has been on a roll. I mean, he's been knocking some sense into some of the board of directors associated with Netflix that were siding with Meghan Markle for so very long now, that are finally beginning to gain some sense of reality and are beginning to make some good decisions here. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because we know that Meghan Markle's behavior, both behind the scenes and in the public eye, and everything revolving around Netflix, hasn't been going quite so well with, of course, the Netflix board, and exactly why there's a lot of chaos happening at Netflix in general. Let's jump into this. Now, with of course, the Meghan Markle drama only getting more intense for Netflix and its CEO Greg Peters, one monumental development that is now active involves more to do with Meghan's recent behavior after Netflix recently took action against her by canceling her in a very unexpected way over a certain project. A crucial update to this entire situation now involves how Meghan Markle was reportedly deeply disturbed after the board members at Netflix that she trusted in, and the ones that supported her no matter what previously, have officially axed a large project that was going to be a series labeled as Talking with Meghan. Now, Meghan Markle reportedly broke down in tears at Netflix HQ after hearing the news that was given to her by the Netflix executives, where they canceled a series that was supposed to be filmed during the month of July of this year, and was going to be treated as a mini-series, and a limited one at that, featuring 8 episodes of Meghan Markle talking with celebrities while eating gourmet food on a dimly lit set. Now, Markle was reportedly inspired, quote-unquote, by the hit series Hot Ones, where the set design looked exactly and nearly similar, or the same, to that show, where the show was going to be food-centric, but it would serve as an outlet for celebrities to review popular items of specific brands that were going to be promoted by Netflix. Now, this entire show fell apart not only after Netflix learned that she was practically copying the show Hot Ones, but also after the fact that they stripped away her creative power just days ago from many of the things that she was involved in. Meghan got very emotional toward the executive's decision to scrap the entire series that was best described as very bare-bones style format that would have all been filmed in a matter of 3 weeks' time, if not less, and they planned to release it right before her contract expiration by sometime in September, for this to be released in August. After her falling out with Netflix and literally shedding tears during the Netflix project meeting revolving around Meghan Markle that didn't go in her favor, already Meghan Markle is reportedly planning to take her and her entire team to Amazon to pitch the very same show, Talking with Meghan, to see if they would be willing to sign a contract deal with her for this show to be expanded into something big. Now guys, let me just stop here for one moment. The fact that she literally is copying the set design of Hot Ones, not necessarily a show about eating hot wings per se, but a show that was supposed to literally copy and paste the set design of Hot Ones and the overall format, you know, interviewing celebrities, asking them questions while eating food, specifically gourmet food, and how Netflix was going to actually promote popular brands or popular items associated with known brands out there, food-wise, that was going to be used on this show. And again, we know that Meghan Markle would have absolutely bombed this series. It would have been a disaster for Netflix. And I think that ultimately, you know, the board members that once sided with Meghan Markle and once, you know, were ride or die quote-unquote supporters of her began to realize that, yeah, this would probably lead to a lot of other subscribers ditching the platform and going to others like Amazon, Amazon Prime, or HBO Max, Peacock, etc., etc. So again, this just goes to show you that Meghan Markle doesn't know how to do anything original. The only thing that she knows how to do is to copy others' successful work and others' success, generally speaking, right? So this is yet another shred of proof that Markle copies other programs, both visually speaking and in terms of style and format. The emotional response from Meghan Markle was best described to be so dramatic that it reportedly made the Netflix executives very uncomfortable to even move forward with Season 1 Part 2 of With Love Meghan by this fall, and some board members are beginning to beg other board members to agree to cancel what they are calling Season 2 ASAP. However, the squabble between board members is said to be working to no avail, as the majority still want to avoid ripping apart, of course, any difficult contract deal, since the series was already filmed and funds were already spent for additional filming to take place already by this June. And by the way, yes, they will be doing additional filming for what they still call With Love Meghan Season 2 by this June, where they are going to have some politicians coming on board there. We already labeled the names of those politicians, and also how they are going to be dragging on additional celebrity cameos for With Love Meghan Season 1 Part 2. Let's just call it what it is, right? That is what it is. Season 2 is basically leftovers of Season 1. It's not an actual season renewal, as you would think of it in the traditional sense. So again, I mean, the fact that Meghan's getting very emotional over this behind the scenes, and how she's getting very bitter, how this is ultimately leading her to heading over to Amazon. We talked about this a couple of days ago as well, where she made multiple pitches to Amazon, and they are considering it. It's nothing final yet. They haven't signed anything as of yet. Let's be real about that. But they are considering a deal with Meghan Markle if Netflix goes south and just does not get a contract renewal over there. And I think that a lot of people would be very much angered over the fact if she gets a deal with Amazon, to the point where they have to see her on the homepage all the time, they have to hear about her all the time on that platform, but I digress. Again, in closing, however, as far as Meghan's shopping show goes, she was supposed to have that on Netflix as well, and this show, Talking with Meghan, goes on Netflix. Those two are never happening on the program, and have been thrown in the trash permanently. So there you have it yet again. The fact that you have Netflix beginning to wake up, I think, is another shining example that you are seeing this slow turn of the tide, this major response to this cultural shift, not just in the United States here, but also throughout the entire world. You're seeing a lot of things changing in entertainment, in show business, in the film industry, the music industry, everywhere is beginning to have this slow turn of the tide. While you do have some resistance with some studios that are just very stubborn, you're going to see change coming dramatically within the next 6 months or more. But overall, I would like to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to see future updates, and I will catch you guys later.